Hey everyone, Alex here again, and I'm going to do a second video on a skill review. Now, before when I did mending, I did it on a skill bar that focused on a single skill. And one of the comments I got in YouTube and also on Facebook was that it would be better if I kind of show more of the whole bar and how it kind of synergizes together. And that's what I like to do here. The skill I'm going to do this time is Virulence, and switching over from Monk to Necromancer, this is a skill that I've picked up recently, and it's something that I've been wanting to play with, and it's a very unique skill. So basically, if a target foe gets hit with a condition, then that target foe, when Virulence is cast on them, gets 3 more conditions. They get disease, poison, and weakness for 16 seconds. According to Guild Wars Wiki, this is one of only 2 skills in the game that can inflict 3 conditions at once. The other one being Shockwave for the Earth Elementalist. So Virulence is a pretty unique skill. It's cheap to use. It's only 5 energy. It's got a 1 second cast time and about an average recharge time of 15 seconds. Now, going across the whole skill, there's something I want to point out, and that's this. When someone plays a Necromancer and they're using death magic, there is always a theme or an idea or a notion that this person should always be strictly a minion mancer, and that's not necessarily the case. If you look at the skills in death magic, yes, I would say about half of the skills utilizes corpses as minions, but there is another half that does not. There are skills that use corpses for wells, but there's also high damage spells such as Deathly Swarm, Deathly Chill, Bitter Chill. All these inflict cold damage. Rising Bile, and it also deals with a lot with conditions, namely disease. So you have Rotting Flesh here, Virulence, which I just mentioned, and there's also skills like Vile Miasma, which if someone has a condition, then if you cast this on them, they get hit with cold damage, and they also get a -5 health degeneration. So in this skill bar, I have gone mostly with a condition and damage build with only 2 minion skills. I use the Animate Bone minions, which frankly creates a expendable meat shield. And it takes a corpse and animates 2 level 3 bone minions. I got 1 Blood of the Master just to keep them going, and that's the only 2 minion skills I have on the skill bar. The other ones deal either with conditions or with damage. So I got 3 good damage spells here: Deathly Swarm, Deathly Chill, and Bitter Chill. So Bitter Chill, it's a good skill, especially in hard mode, where you can cast this first, and if your opponent has more health than you do, it recharges instantly. So it's always like a very good quick damage burst that you could use against target, and given that health mode that almost all the creatures, in fact I think all the creatures have way more health than you do, you can always open up with this and get a good damage spike, and you can do it multiple times. Deathly Chill, again, this is a good opening strike. You strike for 53 cold damage, and then if the enemy is above 50% health, you hit for another 53 cold damage again, so another good opening spike, or if any opponent is above 50%. And good Deathly Swarm here, nice, I won't call it AoE, but it's close. It strikes 3 targets, 94 cold damage, 10 energy, 2 second cast time. Cast time's a little bit long. With Bitter Chill and Deathly Chill, it's a 1 second cast time, but with Deathly Swarm, it's 2 second cast time, and you can feel it. The other 3 skills, and Virulence, which I mentioned, deal with conditions. And the thing about death magic is that there are a lot of skills here, but only one of them actually gives a condition. at least with the skills that I have, and that's rotting flesh. And that gives disease. Well, Virulence always gives disease when it's cast. So what I did is I pulled one skill from Blood Magic, which is the Barb Signet. You inflict bleeding. I didn't put a whole lot of points into blood. I don't need to. Just actually quite a bit, up to 9. And what it does is it inflicts bleeding for 10 seconds and on that foe and all adjacent foes. So I put this on a target, then I pop Virulence. Now they get 4 conditions, and then I can follow up with another cold damage and hex for another -5 health degeneration. You can guarantee this will be at the maximum -10 health degeneration when it kicks in, when this full combo kicks in. And then you got the damage combo here, and I have my kind of meat shield, Minion Master meat shield right there. So there are kind of 3 components into this skill bar, and make them all work together is what will make this work. So anyways, I have a quest loaded up. Let's see here. It's, I think, the Halcyon job. Let me make sure it's Boreas. In fact, where we're going. Yeah, okay, it's the Boreas seabed. And I'm just going to give this a shot in hard mode here, and let's just see how it works. I did this in Iron Horse Mine when I did the Vanquish in Iron Horse Mine, and it worked quite well. I did it last night. Unfortunately, I didn't capture any video game footage of it, but I'm going to give this a roll here, and let's just take a look. In my team, I can use a full team of 8 this time. So I have a healing monk, Zhao, my healing monk, Dunkuro pulling protection monk duty. And actually, one thing I've noticed with Dunkuro, he's not the most energy efficient, and I'm going to take out Protective Spirit here. I'm putting another cheap, let's see here. You know, he'll be on condition duty here. And then with Zhao, I got 2 signets here to help with power, to help with energy. And let's see here. I'm gonna take that one out, and actually, yeah, let's put in Vigorous Spirit here. There we go. So that will definitely help. Okay, let's give this a roll here. So on hard mode, got my stuff, and we're ready to go. Okay, so here's my team. I got 2 melee, 2 elementalists, and let's see, got myself as Necro. Yeah, pretty standard build. Okay, that's from them. Let's take out these outcasts here and just see what happens. So there's Outcast Death Hand. Alright, so we're gonna open this, and then this, and then this. Pretty nasty spike there. Took out Keela in a hurry. Now we're going to start opening up with our attack spells. And this didn't go very well. Yeah, not well at all. I wasn't expecting a boss fight right off the get-go. This is kind of the first time I've done this. And there goes that. Again. Yep. This didn't go well at all. Okay, not expecting, yeah, a warrior boss right from the get-go. Alright, so that is not going to work. So up we go again. Let's see. Let's try and get rid of some of this DP here. Again, Kraken spawn. 1, 2. There. And there we go. Start raising my army. Frankly, this is what I should have done first. Okay. And 3. Okay. It helps when you're doing hard mode, if you get a wipe like I just did against that boss group, and you need to get rid of some DP, this is a good way to do it. Now, this is a big archer or Naga patrol. They're really, really dangerous, so I'm going to pull back here, raise some minions. And let's see here. What's over here? Oh, shoot. We got another patrol. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Well, let's just see what happens, yeah? This time we'll open up Deathly Chill, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do Virulence. Get my blood minions up. The nice thing about minions, especially in PvE, is that it can really throw off the enemy's targeting because there's so many targets for the AI to choose from that it doesn't discriminate between your party and your minions. And that's one of the nice things about minions, is that it just throws off the targeting a lot, and that can be a huge help because they think they're fighting a much larger force than they actually are. And let's see, get rid of this ritualist. That can be kind of annoying in this here. And she actually worked pretty well. Short throw. Okay. So there you go. So you have a lot of DPS here in these three skills, and I got condition, teardown in these three skills, and I got my minions with my animate minion skill, and that provides a bit of a more of a meat shield. Let's see here. Just one guy here, but we'll take him out. More minions, always better. Let's see here. That's a pretty fast moving patrol. Not gonna worry about them. Let's come around this way, and let's just see if that boss is there. No, that boss is not with this group. So let's try and take out this group. Alright, so round number 2. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to open up. Nice thing about disease, it spreads with enemies of the same type. Turn this around. Again, you see that instant cast time or recharge time with the Bitter Chill. So we got a Naga group there. Get rid of him. Okay, my minions are down, so let's go raise some more here. These Naga warriors are vicious, as I found out this morning. They can be very, very deadly. Okay, they're gonna try and take out my warrior here. Gotta take him out here. There we go. Definitely chill going, and we'll keep spreading conditions. There we go. This also works really well with the Mesmer skill, not empathy, epidemic, because that triggers off on any condition that either starts or ends. And when you get 4 of these, it can work really, really well. But it tends to be a pretty long casting chain, however. Okay. Let's put that on him, and there we go. That worked a lot better this time. Probably because we weren't fighting up against the boss. Alright, let's just see if that boss is there. Yep, there he is. And we'll go through. This won't be as long as a playthrough as I did with Mending. because I just don't have as much time this morning, but I just want to show the process of how I built the skill bar, how this will work, and Virulence, how it works. This is a pretty straightforward skill, and it doesn't need a whole lot of explanation, or as much explanation as Mending did, but still a pretty good skill, as long as your enemies are fleshy. If they're not, then it's not a whole lot of use. Oh, here we go. Let's just stay back and watch the festivities. We got the Naga, and we got the outcasts fighting each other. Let's see here. Who's gonna win? This is pretty cool. You actually get to step back here, and it looks like the Naga's winning. Alright, let's join the fun. Yeah. And here we go. Okay. Now, disease will not spread from outcast to Naga, but it will spread from Naga to Naga or outcast to outcast, so one thing to keep in mind. And there he goes. And there he goes. And jump down. Let's get rid of Jeffrey here. There we go. Now with my Necromancer, I'm actually using Bone Lace armor, or the Bone Lace inscription. So she does pretty well against piercing arrow attacks. So arrow attacks is, I mean, they're still an issue, but not as much as an issue if I was wearing something else. Okay, so he's got his troll engine going, so let's get those conditions on him. We'll take care of that. Boom, there he goes. Get some minions up. And here we go. Alright, let's go over here and see what's what. Yeah, that worked a lot better. And let's see here, Halcyon job. Oh boy. Oh, I thought they were going to turn red. At least the way that I read it. Alright, let's see here. And we're going to go up here. Alright. Let's go this way. And let's just see if we can take them out. And we're going to the Guild Hall of 1,000 Daggers. And this is going to be a little bit of a walk here. Okay, we got another... Look at that Naga group there. It's like Daytona 500 out here with those guys. They are just moving so quickly. No, we don't need to deal with them. We do need to deal with these guys. Okay, it's another Naga group. Keep my bone minions up. And I'll start. Virulence is very good because it also gives weakness that can shut down warriors. And these Naga warriors can be, like I said, vicious. So if you can take them down, it's well worth it. There you go. Nope, he went down. Let's get rid of him. Even if there's a healer on the enemy team, sometimes you can out DPS the healer. You don't always have to go for him first, especially when they have very high damaging enemies like this. And oh, okay, we got another boss. Didn't even see him there. But we'll take care of him. And yeah, he went down a lot easier this time compared to the boss that we went up earlier, Jeffrey. And let's see, okay. One nice thing about bringing a pet is free corpses. Just don't tell Peter that. And okay. Let's put Virulence on him. There we go. Okay. Let's see more. Get a nice group of minions going here. Yep, here's the opening hit there. Oh, misclick. Didn't mean. Although I still got the damage from the Vile Miasma, I just think of it. Yeah. health degeneration. How the heck do I get up here? Let's see here. I think we need to go this way. Up and over the bridge. So anyways, that's kind of showing what Virulence does. It's, again, a pretty straightforward skill. With a lot of Death Necromancers, you're usually going to see either Ore of the Lich or Flesh Golem. Usually one of those two skills in their skill bar. But Virulence is not a skill I would ignore. It's a very good condition skill. So, if you can take a look at... Okay, I don't know what this is all about. It's supposed to be a different quest here. Yeah, they're one of my bone minions. Someone's killing him or something. I'm not sure why these... Oh. Some assassins. I'm not exactly sure why they're hitting us, but... There we go. We got hit with disease, but I also hit them with disease. And there we went. Okay. So Donkoro should be healing conditions now. Yeah. Well, free corpses. I'll definitely take that. And this can be applied on any condition. You don't actually have to induce the condition. So if you have team members such as Koss or, let's see here, my Ranger, Acolyte Jin, that can spread conditions around, it makes your job easier. You don't have to hit that barb signet all the time. Okay, here's the guild hall of the 1,000 Blades. And we got some enemies behind us. They're just providing cannon fodder by this point. I'm not even sure if they realize it. Let's let my team take care of them. Have this. And let's take a look here. Yeah, Deathly Swarm, it's still one of my favorite skills. It's actually the very first skill you get as a Necromancer. So it's a very beginning skill, but a lot of those beginning skills are the most effective. And that's definitely true with Deathly Swarm. But again, it tends to get forgotten because people usually just play a Minionmancer as a Death Necromancer. And that's not the only way you can play it. You can play Death Necromancer without minions or without focusing on minions. And as you look, 6 of the 8 skills out of my skill bar are not minions. Okay, so this guy's here. We'll pop Virulence on him. Let's see how fast he goes down. There we go. Yep, assassins are really coming out. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, there goes my prop monk. There goes my healing monk. This is not good. Probably gonna get a wipe on this one. See if we can just take out some enemies here. Yep, and there they are. See, yeah, any kind of healing. Oh, there's a monk. Okay. Okay. Apparently, there's some captain here that we need to take out. Alright, let's see. Kill Captain Womack. Alright. Let's see where Captain Womack is. Probably was part of that group. Yep, there's Captain Womack. He's up there. Oh, shit, now we got Kurzik's coming in. Okay, well, that's interesting. Lux and Monk. Alright. Never mind what I said before, we're going to take that Monk out. And holy cow, look at that. Yeah, just too much DPS there. Okay, so didn't quite work that time. Just gonna res up again here. Yeah, look at that. Holy cow. I'll make one more go for it here. If not, I'll call it good. Because I gotta get ready here. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull them away. So there's Kurzik's, and there's Lux and Monk, and there's Captain Womack. Alright. That's funny. Yeah. Not looking how this is gonna look. Let's see here. Let's put the party here. Just see if I can split this group. Hope he wasn't falling for it. No. Yep, that's, I'm gonna call it good here. So that didn't work out very well. Alright, gonna go back. But that should show you kind of the advantage of the build, even though I got kind of stomped towards the end. You're kind of seeing what I'm doing and how Virulence plays into that. Again, you're spreading conditions, and then you have DPS, and you have kind of a meat shield. So it works pretty well, other than that very last part where there was just way too many enemies. If I probably knock it down from hard mode, I could be able to take that no problem. So anyways, I just wanted to show that and see what everyone thinks. I think it works out pretty well. It worked really well in the Vanquish of Iron Horse Mine. It worked pretty well during that mission, although the end part, it didn't work out. If I had gone around and just killed more mobs, got the DP down, got my bone minions up, probably could have taken out that last group, but I just don't have time for that. So anyways, I just want to show you, and that's the skill Virulence, and it's worth capturing. It's worth trying out. You can get it in several places, at least in the Prophecies campaign. I got in I think the Frozen Forest, and it's a good skill to experiment with. I'm looking forward to using it more in some of my builds. Okay. Anyways, I hope everyone is enjoying what they're doing, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.